Hello and welcome back to this particular video. So in this video we will learn about the AUTOSAR DCM and DEM module, which is a very important part of a diagnostic in the modern ECU. Okay, so what does AUTOSAR or what is AUTOSAR? So AUTOSAR is basically stands for Automotive Open System Architecture. Okay. So it is a standard that helps car maker and suppliers to develop ECU softwares in a modular way, and it will ensure that the software can be reused across the different vehicles and reduce the development effort. Now the diagnostic in the AUTOSAR. Okay, so diagnostic is a key part of the AUTOSAR and it is mainly handled by the two modules. One is your DCM and another one is your DEM. Now, DCM is basically your Diagnostic Communication Manager and DEM stands for Diagnostic Event Manager. Okay, so by the name you can understand like it will handles the communication with the diagnostic tool and it will manage the events, fault and DTC storage. Okay, now what does the DCM do? So it will DCM will receive the UDS like diagnostic request from the tester and reads and interrupt the service ID. Then after it will generate the response back to the diagnostic tool. And the work of DEM is to handle the actual fault DTC management and it will stores reports or clear the DTC when the errors or the faults are detected. Now we can understand by this image how DCM and DEM work together. Okay, so DCM will receive some diagnostic request and it will decide what service is needed. Now for the DTC related request, it will DCM will transfer or it will passes the request to the DEM. Okay. Now DEM will manage the DTC storage and it will updating and clearing the data. Now the DEM gives the status to the DCM like which then replies to the tester. Okay, again DEM will give that it is your DTC has cleared, now you can do your particular task, so it will reply and then DCM will give reply to the tester. Okay, so here in this particular table you can see the DCM and DEM. This is basically a work together table for DCM and DEM. Okay, so DCM here you can see it will receive the UDS request, then interrupt the service ID. Already we have discussed these things. Okay, handle the DTC request and store a to clear the DTC and generate the response. Okay, now AUTOSAR layered diagram we can understand. Okay, so at the top of you can see here in this particular image there is an application layer with the monitor functions like engine or the battery. Okay, in the application layer you have something called you can do some monitoring functions for the engine or the battery. Now DCM and DEM sits in the diagnostic layer. Okay, this particular layer. So this is the diagnostic layer and talking to the service and the memory module. Okay, so it will have a direct like it will connect with the your memory module, this one, and then with your service. Okay, now they passes the message down to the drivers and the microcontroller at the hardware level. Okay, now let's summarize this particular example. Suppose a fault is detected by the software component, so the DEM record the DTC and fault info. Then if the tester requests the DTC, the DCM gets the request and asks DEM and sends the info back to the tester. So this particular DCM and DEM together make the diagnostic in the AUTOSAR very standardized way. Okay.